sure if my mic was on, but I was saying that we were gonna slowly show all the details there because we all hate copyright infringement. Now, the first thing I was looking into here were the characters and whatever unlockables may be around. I wanted to explore potential depth of the game. Here's something nice. One thing I like is that it's so characters from the movies and the show. One thing I didn't like is that from here it doesn't appear that there's too many options on the Deadites and Demons as compared to with the Survivors. So I feel like this game may have put more for the Survivors. Alright, so the next thing I decided to do here is look at what options are available before I dive in, because usually if there's tutorials, games lack the complete information and you have to search for what may not be shown to you due to the fact that, you know, people put effort, time, and effort of, you know, detail possibly into their work. So yeah, and you don't have to copy what I'm doing. I just wanted to, at this point, make the game a little darker and spookier. Just for the thrill. Personally, I've never found anything scary about the movie or TV shows. I just really liked it overall. Also, when I first saw the Evil Dead movies when I was younger, I actually considered Bruce Campbell or Ash Williams to be my very first heroic idol. Here I was looking at the controls to see the different things that could be optional, and I noticed that you can play as either side of you know, heroes or the villain, and then there was an additional option in the bottom which I will get back to, but if you want to pause and read the controls, feel free. Try to capture everything to make it legible when you pause. And then after that I was like, you know what, let me actually read it myself. Not gonna memorize it anytime soon, but might as well take a glimpse and get a full read of the other ones too. And here I was thinking, okay, it's slightly different because they're mentioning portals and all the other stuff. So I can't wait to try that myself. And then when I got to the bottom part here, I was thinking, oh man, like they have less characters, but they have more to do. Sounds like a real world job. Less options of appearance and style, and more work. Here's where I realized that if you change anything in your settings, you have to actually press the bottom on the bottom right. I mean, the bottom on the bottom. The button on the bottom right in order to confirm saving any changes. And now, I was interested by extras. I wanted to see what extras were available, but as you can see, nothing is available unless you actually get through the game. So, after reading this, I decided to back out and look for wherever the tutorial is. And it is here where I was indecisive as on who to pick, because they all look a little interesting. They all give a little nostalgia. Then I was noticing, oh, so they have each different Ash from each different era. And I began to read the stuff. Which I was struggling because that it's like very fine print. To use my zoom in feature, if you don't know how to get to that, you gotta go to your home screen on the console and then go to your settings and look for accessibility settings. The zoom feature has to be turned on manually. It's not automatically. Once you have it set up, you hold the home button and press square at the same time, and you can zoom. It won't work when you're live streaming, so I was actually happy that I was recording this instead of live streaming. Now the only problem is I didn't realize that that ticking sound meant that there was a timer on the character selection screen. So yes, when you're selecting a character, take note, there's a timer and you should hurry the heck up. And now here I was like, wait a minute, I didn't want this guy. I backed out. And to confirm my suspicion of the timer, I went back to where I was. And I noticed right on the top, boom, timer was ticking. I just didn't notice it because I was distracted by all the abundance of characters to choose from. Thank you, ADD, I guess. So then I started looking at all the characters. Even though I had already my selection in mind, the original. I always thought she was badass in the show, and her too, she was pretty badass. It's a shame that, well, let me not spill it if you haven't seen the show. Now, if you don't recognize any of these characters, I highly recommend that you watch the movies and the show.
I'm looking forward to a wonderful weekend.
This is Professor Raymond Nobi. History will reflect that I am the wretched soul responsible for awakening a Kandarian demon. I beg
really
you
like that the
to perform the
narration
following
voice
actions
is
in order
the
to prevent its
actual
further spread. There are several pieces of a map hidden nearby. Gather them to ascertain the location of the lost
the
pages
actual
of the
person
Necronomicon
who,
and Kandarian dagger. You'll
was
need
in
them.
the tape recordings of how he fucked up in experimenting with the unknown. Here I was testing stamina for your attacks, and I realized there is no stamina for attacks. I was looking at the bars to see what they might be. I was looking at the tiny little information there to see what that might be. And then I just decided, yeah, let's get it on. So here I was like, oh, that's right, I have a flashlight. Oh, great, weapons, yes, let me choose the best one. Looks like there's options, or you could try them all. I didn't really want to try them all. I just wanted the best option. So I was looking a little bit into the stats. It seemed pretty straightforward. Instantly, I knew which one I wanted to pick. Then I realized I had a ping wheel. So you can tap the ping, or you can hold the button to use the wheel. For what
Use it
I've
if I
seen,
have
though,
to.
and you will soon see, there's very little time to choose what you're going to ping though, so you'll have to explore that before you get into combat. Familiarize yourself with it. And I was looking around really to see if there was anything I could shoot down or break. And then I was reading this. And that told me that, oh, there was stamina, but the only use of the stamina is for dodging, which is half great. I also noticed that the dodge is very clumsy. It takes a while. You can't spam the dodge. You have a moment of fatigue. So here I was just trying to figure out how to pick it up, and it was saying triangle, and I thought I was pressing the wrong button, so I got closer to the screen, but it really was triangle, so I figured out I had to hold it. As you can see, this tutorial doesn't really explain anything, it just has words written. And there I was like, oh okay, so you can evolve windows. Reminds me of Dead by Daylight already. Looking around to see if there's another soda around that I didn't see, or another item I could pick up I didn't notice. But items that you can pick up will have a little minuscule white beam hovering above them. So if for some reason you can't see white lines like that, you may have a problem. It does also point out how many yards the item is away if you when somebody marks it for their team. Which I can't wait to get into team play, as multiplayer is my jam. There was mentioning the health, but you know, that's kind of a late mention after you pick up the stuff. So they really should have put it before you pick it up.
Chimps makes you feel good.
The one thing I haven't tested is whether or not it heals you more than 50%. But for the most part, at least 50% can be healed from the soda can. I'm testing for breakables. It seems that it was high detail for only the reason of high detail. Nothing could be broken. So no need to break things. Just gotta focus on combat and picking items up. I wanted to see how it looked, so I turned off the light. But
Okay,
I
light.
decided I didn't
Light is
want to
good.
waste the amulets unless I could find more. So here I go picking up. You can get a maximum of 4 amulets, a maximum of 4 sodas. And I decided to walk slow because if you pay attention to the movies and the show, the faster you move, the more shit pops out of you. So I decided to see if walking slow would prevent that. This generator reminded me of Dead by Daylight.
It's not so bad. There's some light here. Ah, a little easier to see. One step closer to getting the hell out of here.
And once I noticed that there was so much extra soda, I decided that it was okay for me to test something. But here I am reading that the legendary weapon. I saw the hammer. I thought, oh, is this supposed to be better? I picked it up. I saw the stat difference, and I was like, I don't want it. Some people
It's
may
time
prefer
for the
speed, some
tenderizer.
people may prefer power, but when it comes to any game's melee weapons, I always prefer the most range. Just my preference. Something to kill, finally. I thought, oh, they can dodge too. Okay. Well, now I know that. Then I noticed that late after I killed the thing, it did say, oh, you get a special execution with the right thumbstick. And a cheapo knife. Lesser quality. I accidentally pressed circle here, and I have no clue what the hell that does. But I noticed that it is rechargeable, so I wasn't too concerned. But here's my idea of wasting the sodas. I wanted to test simply if it stops you from wasting your stuff.
The one and only
As
ship.
you can see, I used one at full health, and I still drank it. And then, just to further show you that, I ran into the house to do it again. You see that? So you could accidentally heal.
Nothing
Be
picks you
very
up like a
careful
shimp's.
not to waste your items. Items will be scarce throughout the game, and as a team, you know, it's more
Tastes like
effective
freedom.
to communicate who needs what. So you keep a balance and look out for each other. Survive longer and beat the game with ease, more ease than you would if there was someone selfish. So here I ran to test the stamina and realized that it's very crappy. And there, oh. I messed up because I was trying to...
I don't want any
There's an item
trouble.
that's glitched into the floor. Don't know what that's about. So the first thing I tested was the out of bounds, where before I even started the tutorial, so I already knew there's no need to go anywhere extra. Finally, got to test it. But it didn't really do a special finish.
Don't screw with me.
So here I continue on. Trying to look for something else to kill, and yes, I see it in the distance. I made the game darker, so I have to get a little closer to notice these things. And there I realized that the classic Ash is probably going to be the best in the game because he can auto heal when you hit that stronger melee option with the right trigger. I don't really know why I hopped over when I already knew about the out of bounds, but no more travel. And there I tried to especially execute again.
You just pushed me a little too far.
If you haven't realized it, the special execution, you have to, if you really want to see it look awesome and gory and bloody, you can't use it as a combo. You literally have to use it as a finisher. Because if you use it as a combo move, it deals like minuscule damage in comparison as if you would in a finisher. So I'm just snooping around because it mentioned snoop arounds. Oh, okay, so I have to snoop around for items. Here I was thinking, yes, finally, a freaking gun. But when I read that the ammo is limited and you might barely find any, I immediately knew melee is going to be the go-to. I had a choice between guns. For obvious reasons, I chose the ranged weapon. I already have a close weapon, which was the melee. And I was testing the sensitivity, so I can get a hint of what it would be like before I even fired a shot. Then I decided I might as well look around for more items. And that thing popped out and ran after me, so...
You know, I'm not normally a violent person.
I really do appreciate all the level of detail that they put to this, even though you can't do anything with all of it. But the appearance is really, really great. And here I thought, oh, they must be coming.
Okay, light. Light is good.
But what I didn't pay attention to, that I hope you don't go through the same thing, but the lights, they lose battery life. So it's much smarter if you tap it when you enter a building to see what items may be around, and then quickly tap it off. You're gonna want to minimize how long you have that light on. here I'm being ambushed, but I just expected it to be fun. There I got my first special execution and realized just how exactly it's supposed to be used.
You made me do it.
My advice to you, in case you end up on my team, since I want my teammates to be effective, is to wait until there's like a little mark above the Deadite's head, and then use your special execution. You're gonna want to also watch the health bar. If you can make, you can cut off your own combo mid-combo. So just as soon as you realize it's at a little tiny chunk left, get that special execution in if you want to see how, you know, just the blood and gore. And here I was thinking, wasn't there a way to look at your inventory? And there is. Touchpad. So as you can see, you can have the maximum number on the right, and the number on the left is how much you currently have. You okay? Did I wake you?
Gotta reload.
It's slightly slow reload. So if you are in the middle of a fight and you want to combo, use your firearms, you may want to try shooting once and then switching to melee if you're being ambushed, just because you're not going to want to depend on that reload speed at all. Like most shooter games. And here I was kind of thinking, I wish that, you know, the instructions were on your screen and not hovering over the usables. Also, I want to point out that if you're paused or if you're reading, the Deadites will not wait for you. So you're gonna have to stop what you're doing, attack, and then go back to reading. Here I was testing the horn, and whether or not the horn would trigger more Deadites to spawn like in some zombie games. But of course this isn't a zombie game, it's more like a demonic game. Demon apocalypse is different from a zombie apocalypse.
We should have gone into that damn cellar.
I like how
Careful. I've been known to fight back when I'm cornered.
In the movies and TV shows, there were scenes where things did not instantly die just from being hit. Like they had to be dismembered. Or they'll come back. So there there's pretty much the meta goal of the survivors. Find the pieces of the map, get the dagger, and then fight the main boss. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as easy as the tutorial things. As you can see, as I've been ambushed before, I would imagine within the actual game you get ambushed more frequently, especially around the necessary items that are key to winning. And here I was just snooping around, look for more items. The reason I keep looking for items is, you know, because I've been through games where the side quests benefit you in ridiculous ways, which adds extra time consumption to the game, but here I heard a deadite, so I was just wondering when it was gonna show up. And there it went.
Don't push me. I'll do what I have to do.
So immediately I was thinking, wow, this is a big map, I should explore it more, just in case. I was testing if I can mark the deadites. It doesn't seem like you can.
Check this out.
And I do like the
Hey, why don't you just leave us
quotes
alone?
that they've recorded with Bruce Campbell. I heard another one.
This was supposed to be a romantic weekend.
So I still hear the fight music, and I still hear another deadite, and it sounds like there's one with armor, heavy armor, running really, really close to me, or around me, or behind me. So I wasn't really sure what the heck was going on. Probably a glitch. Here I noticed a fucked up thing of children's archery, and they're shooting a teddy bear on one of them. Kinda seemed like an omen. And here I was thinking, yeah, maybe I found everything, I might as well go back. Until I noticed this. And heard that. Wherever it was.
Something you should see here.
There you can see you can not only mark items, you can also mark supplies. So if you want to help a teammate, go ahead and mark that. Seems self-explanatory, but I didn't really understand what the heck pink F was.
Somehow I feel stronger.
Oh, okay. Well, now that I googled it, it's excuse my French, but it says Pink Fuck, a drink introduced in Ash vs. Evil Dead. So the TV show. Oh, it has more to it. Let me see. According to Ash's recipe, the drink is made using vodka, strawberry liquor.
Ah, just what I needed right now.
Grenadine, lemonade, orange zest, and nutmeg.
Truly amazing.
So if you don't know what grenadine is, it's
Maybe now
Sweet
things will be
syrup.
okay.
made from pomegranates. Here I was just reading the stats of the guns, but nothing convinced me. I still wanted to keep my long-range weapon. Oh shit. So also, I'm reading here that Pink F also has a shit ton of ketamine. So, if you don't know what ketamine is, it's a hallucinogenic drug.
Somehow I feel stronger.
So, altogether, vodka, strawberry liquor, grenadine, lemonade. Well, let's reword this. Vodka, strawberry liquor, pomegranate juice, lemonade, orange zest, nutmeg, and a shit ton of ketamine. And there you have it. That's what Pink F is. And here I was strategizing how to upgrade my stuff, even though it's a tutorial, because I realized this is a very long tutorial. Now this was hilarious that I noticed. The
One
way that
less
he killed him
evil fact.
actually made it seem like he forced him to die eating his ass. His own ass. So I continued with that. My first guess is the stamina was shitty, that I should focus on stamina, but even after upgrading I realized also that the stamina is still shitty. So in my opinion, dodging is cool and all, but you're gonna mainly want to prioritize melee. Timing your melee and
You have the final piece of the map, revealing the location of the lost pages of the Necronomicon and Kandarian dagger. They are key to
okay, so I
your
was like,
success.
oh great, we're gonna finish the tutorial finally. However, I was getting ambushed again. I realized they can exorcism on it. Pretty cool and gross. Just like
That's the end of that.
in the movie and show.
have awakened the lost pages of the Necronomicon. Stay close and hold
So I
your
wasn't really
position.
sure what the heck was going on, but you're supposed to stay within the area, kind of like you're charging up the zone,
The Kandarian dagger is
and
nearly
then you can pick
yours.
up the item.
Summon your courage and stay close. You are in possession of the Kandarian dagger. Many have perished protecting this artifact.
So I'll tell you once again, while you're reading, you're gonna be attacked or ambushed.
You hold the lost pages of the
So-
Necronomicon, the rarest
You're gonna
and most
read
powerful
part where you
artifacts
get
in
ready to
our
attack
world.
just in case, and then read again.
Your team has retrieved the lost pages and the Kandarian dagger. Use them to put an end to the Dark One's reign of terror.
Ah, just
I was
what I
thinking,
needed
yeah,
right
it's a
now.
nail gun, yeah, more capacity and speed, but yeah. It's just a tutorial. I figured I didn't need to worry about how much I have in store. Plus it deals less damage, so I wanted more damage to finally finish the tutorial. If I needed the damage. Until I saw this. Even more damage.
Truly amazing. One and only Shims.
Literally.
You made me do it.
I do find what the description a little hilarious. Just my opinion. It really sticks to the theme. Now here I was like, great, I did the thing, now what? I thought I would beat the game already. So I went to this that I marked, forgetting that I marked it, and thinking it was in some sort of OBJ objective.
Screw with me.
Looking around for more items. I like it. Overall, I like the style of the game. However, one thing they didn't mention is how to get to the map. So here is when I was questioning it. Wait, I unlocked the map. How do I use it? And of course, I'll remind you again, when you're reading, you're gonna get jumped. So I thought, wow, do I have more to go? As I hovered over that one, I was like, wait, there's something, information pops up when you hover over a location. So, I read it, since the creators put effort into writing these things. At the same time, I was making tea. So. Always pay the ferryman.
That's the end of that.
I immediately thought, stamina sucks, and that's quite a distance. Why don't I look for a vehicle? Nope, doesn't work. Okay, well I know where there's one that does, or did, at one point. So I literally ran all the way back, just to test it. End zone, so I went around. There it is. Oh, it says leave the car. They put that there as if they knew someone might go back to try to do that. Oh well, on a long foot journey it is. Oh, ambushed.
One less evil bastard. Ha!
Then I thought, should I explore anything else? Fuck it. Let's get it over with already. I'm gonna get to test this gun. At least once. I thought, what the heck happened?
I can't be left alone right now. I'd lose my mind.
Oh, matches. Okay, so here goes one. Part of me felt like this fear aspect should have been shown first in the tutorial. Not last minute of the
It's
tutorial.
not so bad. There's some light here.
Yeah, I tested it. It does do a lot of damage, but for the blunderbuss here, I don't wanna do like at least one hit of melee first.
Well, there's no way out. What are we gonna do?
since it's a close range weapon. Delta makes sense to me. Hit melee first. They stagger. As they're staggering, aim down your sights, fire a shot. And here I just ran because I didn't want to do a long walk. And I thought this was interesting. Oh, they're shooting at me. So it turns out the conveyor guys are losing
That's the end of that.
but its main purpose is to take us.
Miss. Tarim.
Also, I was testing if firearms can do damage to them, which it cannot.
There is no doubt that the demon will attempt to destroy the completed Necronomicon. You must not allow it.
Careful. I've been known to fight back when I'm cornered.
And that's the goal of the game for the survivors. Destroy the book.
I will end this recording, hopefully, knowing that if you're hearing my voice, you have triumphed over the Kandarian
recording
demon and saved our world.
is that how could he record
What a relief.
voice
If they ever
of
come back.
victory after he's dead if he never accomplished it in the first place? But thanks for watching. Please subscribe and